All right, let's get into it. And listen, we're not just talking about some building filled with old stuff. Think of it more like we're opening a treasure chest. Because the National Archaeological Museum of Athens, it's not just the biggest museum in Greece. It holds the entire story of a civilization from its deepest, oldest roots all the way to the glory days of antiquity.
And that really makes you wonder, right? How in the world do you even start to build one single place that can house the soul of an entire nation? Because that's exactly what Greece set out to do, to create a place that would be the one single guardian of its entire cultural memory.
Here's the thing you gotta understand. The museum's story is completely tangled up with the story of modern Greece. It was founded way back in 1829, right around the same time the modern Greek state was being born. When the capital moved to Athens, so did the collection. Then, in 1866, they finally started building that grand, beautiful building we see today, which opened its doors in 1889. Its creation was, really, a declaration of national identity.
And the scale of this place, it's just mind-boggling. We're talking over 11,000 artifacts just on permanent display, and they cover this unbelievable timeline, from 6000 BC all the way to late antiquity. This isn't just a collection, it's the whole story of Greek culture laid out right in front of you, which easily makes it one of the most important museums on the planet.
Okay, so let's peek inside that treasure chest. Our first jewel is a genuine mystery, literally pulled from the bottom of the sea. It's a story that starts with a shipwreck and ends with one of the most magnificent bronze statues to survive from the ancient world.
Say hello to the Artemisian bronze. Fishermen found this incredible statue back in 1926. It's from around 460 BC, a true masterpiece of the classical period. You know, its survival is practically a miracle. See, most big bronze statues from back then were eventually melted down for the metal. So the fact that we have this one, it's like having this perfect, irreplaceable window into Greek artistry.
But here's the puzzle. Who is he? You can see the god is caught right in the middle of a throw, just radiating power. But is he about to launch a thunderbolt, like Zeus, king of the gods? Or is he about to throw a trident as Poseidon, the ruler of the sea? This has been the big debate among scholars for decades.
This is where art historians basically become detectives. You've got Team Zeus pointing to all these smaller statues and vase paintings from the same time that show Zeus in this exact overhand pose, getting ready to throw his lightning. But then you have Team Poseidon, and they argue that a full-size trident held like that would probably block the statue's face, a big no-no for ancient artists. So, while the debate isn't officially over, the clues really point towards us looking at the mighty Zeus.
All right, on to the next treasure, and this one. This one involves a legendary name, a discovery that shocked the world, and a moment where myth and archaeology just spectacularly crashed into each other.
Just picture it. The year is 1876. An archaeologist named Heinrich Schliemann is digging at the ancient fortress of Mycenae. He opens a royal tomb and finds this breathtaking golden mask. He's so sure he's found the hero from Homer's Iliad that he sends a telegram with that legendary line. I mean, that was a headline that went viral, 19th century style.
And this mask just perfectly captures the incredible artistry of the Mycenaeans. This is not some flimsy piece of foil. It's a thick, heavy sheet of gold, hammered and shaped with unbelievable skill to cover the face of a powerful dead king. It really is an icon of the Greek Bronze Age.
But here's the twist. As romantic as Schliemann's story was, modern science had a different take. Modern dating methods have put the mask's creation right around 1550 BC. The Trojan War, if and when it happened, was probably closer to 1200 BC. That's a gap of more than 300 years.
So what that means is this one artifact is telling two different stories. The first story is about a very powerful, very rich Mycenaean king who died centuries before the Trojan War. And the second story? It's about the history of archaeology itself, about that shift from a field driven by myths and legends to one that's all about hard science. It's a myth, corrected by science, sitting right there in the museum.
So, moving beyond just the amazing artifacts, the museum itself has this incredible story as a guardian. It's had to protect this entire legacy, this soul of a nation, from the chaos of our own modern history.
I mean, just think about the stakes here. It's 1939. War is coming to Greece. The museum staff knows that this priceless, completely irreplaceable collection is in terrible danger. It could be destroyed in air raids or stolen by occupying armies. The threat was as real as it gets.
And what they did next was just extraordinary.
They basically launched a secret mission to hide history itself. The museum was closed down. Every single artifact, thousands and thousands of them, was carefully packed up into special crates. And then, workers dug massive pits into the floors of the museum halls, and they buried the entire collection, keeping it safe deep underground for the whole war. What an incredible act of cultural preservation.
So, now that we've had a look at what's inside this treasure chest, and we understand its role as a protector, let's talk about how you can unlock it for yourself. If you're planning a trip to Athens, this is the stuff you need to know.
All right, let's get down to the practical details. You're going to find the museum on Patition Street, super close to the Victoria Metro station. Heads up that the price changes with the season. It's actually half price in the winter. And trust me, you're going to want to give yourself at least 2 to 3 hours to really take it all in.
And hey, want a few pro tips? Get there early, especially on a weekday if you want to avoid the biggest crowds. And I'm serious about this one. Wear comfortable shoes. Your ticket also gets you into the Epigraphic Museum next door, which is full of ancient inscriptions. Don't skip it. Afterwards, the Garden Cafe is the absolute perfect spot to just sit and process everything you just saw.
And that brings us to a final thought. Every single object in this museum has a story of how it was made, how it was used, how it was lost, and how it was found again. So if you could stand in front of just one of these 11,000 treasures and ask it to tell you its true, unfiltered story, which one would you choose?